Scary videos caught on Ring door cameras. Let's bring us back. Let's go back to like normal. Cocaine, meth, Red Bull cocktail. Yeah, it's called I Want to Explode My Heart in My Chest. What is it? The three-finger palm exploding heart technique or something like that from Kill Bill?
You're looking at is 56-year-old Stephen Groves. For 2 whole years, Groves has been harassing his disabled neighbor Stephen Persad and his caretakers.
Why?
The harassment has been caught on Persad's Ring doorbell camera multiple times. In some clips, he's seen taking a screwdriver to the device, trying to clip its wires.
Why do these look like very British homes? Look at this weird fuck. What is this goofy fuck doing?
In another clip, he's seen scrawling on the lens with a marker to no effect.
Nice going,
and in
dum-dum.
these instances, whacking the device with a hammer or broom handle.
Or wiener. What the fuck is this fucking weirdo's deal? Oh, I like Lazy Masquerade. I've watched him before. I think I've watched him before on here. Well, yeah, he's trying to get rid of the camera, but, like, why? What's this fucking weird fuck's deal? Is this what happens to, like, the fucking house elves in Harry Potter when they grow up? Is this why everybody hates them? I'm just gonna smack the camera right here. Dude, this guy's blank face is creeping me the fuck out. Yeah, exactly, Kier. Like, who's more disabled? This guy? Well, the other guy might be physically disabled. This guy's clearly mentally disabled. He just has a huge feud with this camera. What the fuck is wrong with this guy?
The reason behind the man's attacks on his neighbor's property are unknown. Over the past 6 months, Groves has been convicted of 3 charges of harassment against Persad, and has been put on a curfew and ordered to pay compensation for damages to Persad's property.
Well, you know what? Here's a better solution, you bobby hat wearing fucking pussies, or wherever the fuck this takes place. Put him in fucking jail! Maybe he won't be able to harass this wheelchair-bound fucking guy if he's in motherfucking jail. Jesus Christ, what is with some of these ballless shitholes in the world? I'm sorry, but fuck me. Oh, we made him pay a fine. Okay, what are you going to do after that? He's got no money. Well, he's a lunatic who's beating the shit out of this guy's camera and probably to try to break into his fucking house. It's fucking, what the fuck is with some places?
Stephen Persad's niece is terrified for her uncle.
Yeah, no shit. This guy's clearly not in the shape to do anything about it. He's wheelchair bound.
Having stated this is affecting her mental health, and she's scared that Groves may have intentions to harm her uncle.
You think?
The restraining order that was put into place is clearly having no effect, as Groves is still harassing Persad. On top of the restraining order, Groves has been put on an electric tag for the better part of a year, and was also ordered 20 weeks of rehabilitation. Police don't...
What the fuck is with your shit-ass police over there? This motherfucker's violated his fucking protecting orders like fucking 80 times, and he still fucking does this shit. What does it take to go to jail over there? Jesus. I guess if you want to go rob a bank, wherever this is the place to fucking do it.
Seem to be able or willing to do anything more to help, considering this has already been taken to court, and Groves has been convicted multiple...
What do you want me to do? I put on me stupid leggings and me curly fucking hair? Okay? I hit my little wooden hammer on the table. There's nothing more I could do. Jesus Christ. And if you feel shitty about it, well, just deal with it. I don't feel like getting rid of this weird guy and putting him in jail for like 2 or 3 years and letting him chill out. Maybe get him some psychiatric evaluation. Honestly, though, like, and Kier says it here, I agree. He's probably a paranoid schizophrenic and the camera's freaking his addled mind out. Yeah, more than likely, he's got some kind of issue with the camera being there because it looks like he doesn't live far from these people at all. It's, like, weird. But, like, the door is what's weirding me out because you can see on the door, like... Clearly, he's tried to enter a whole bunch of times. There's like scuff marks and shit on the door. Like, what the fuck?
Times. leaving Prasad in a very...
Oh, no. In the UK, cops carry tasers. And some cops even carry guns. They actually carry pretty good guns. Some of them carry, like, MP5s and shit. So they actually do carry guns. But I think it's like your standard patrol fucking... Like, they have the little bumpy stick, you know. It's like the majority of your regular patrol cops that you just bump into at a random fucking day. I don't think they do that. I don't think they do that. But I know that for a fact the police can carry. I don't know if you have to get to a certain rank before you get, like, the whatever the licensure or whatever the fuck it is to do that. I don't know. It's like a misconception that no British police carry guns. It's just like not as many of them as United States do. I think they also have UMP-45s as well that they carry, which are fucking badass.
very vulnerable spot.
Ah!
The crazy
Dumbass.
can be spotted in a very vulnerable spot.
Boo. That's what you get. Get the
Crazy
fuck
can be
out of my
seen in
yard.
This man's eyes, and it's understandable for Prasad and his niece to be losing sleep over this, as this is a clearly dangerous, unstable man who may escalate from just attacking Prasad's property to actually attacking him.
Yeah, he's got to be a paranoid schizophrenic because it's just like the dead eyes while he's doing that.
This next video was recorded.
I want to see that again.
And it's in a very vulnerable spot.
You played yourself.
The crazy to borrow to actually attacking him. This next
Sing,
video
brother
was
Heckler.
recorded in an
Sing,
unknown area
brother
at a late
Cock.
hour in the night.
Sing,
Two hooded,
brothers.
suspicious-looking individuals,
I love that
one
Mad
wearing a
Max.
mask, approach a man's front door, and when he answers, the woman pretends that her car broke down and she needs to borrow a phone.
I will never open the door for anybody that touches my fucking camera like that. Bullshit. You never do that. Here's the thing, if it's already sus that they looked at the camera, the first thing they walk up to your door, you already know they got a problem. I know it's something subliminal some people do once they notice it's there, but that was way different. This is a sketch. The first thing you're gonna hear on my property is if fucking you see this fucking sketch bullshit, is you're gonna see like a bunch of fucking bullets come out that window. Get off my doorstep. Don't open the fucking door.
Do you have a phone I can use? My car
Nope.
broke down and y'all
I don't fucking care.
when I got a light on.
We don't.
You don't?
Sorry.
That's the dumbest fucking shit you could ever possibly do around a gun owner. That's when you get lit up. I don't give a fuck. If people don't like that take, suck it. I'm not gonna let somebody break into my house and fuck me up because they're too fucking broke ass to get a job. Fuck that shit.
The man's first mistake is opening the door at this hour to two hooded individuals, being that his Ring camera would have allowed him to check who's at the
Michigan,
door
probably.
before opening it. Instead of opening the door, if he felt the need to respond to the people at his front door, he could have and should have used the voice feature on his Ring device to ask who they were.
Yeah, I forget
and
that.
what
They have, like,
need.
mics in them and
Instead,
shit.
the man opens the door, and while admittedly he knew better than to agree to let them use a phone,
We don't.
You don't?
Sorry.
opening the door in the first place was a mistake, as the man in the yellow hoodie and mask took the opportunity to rush the door with a gun after taking one last look to the right to check for witnesses. Luckily, the homeowner slammed the door shut just in time, and the two would-be assailants fled the scene. In this case, the homeowner saved himself from robbery and danger just by the skin of his teeth, and hopefully learned to check who's at his door before answering.
The skin of his balls.
If you've seen any of my other videos about doorbell camera footage, then you'd know the importance of checking your surroundings before unlocking and opening your door, especially depending on the area in which you live. In this video taken by the Ring doorbell camera of TikToker Jojo Ramirez, you see just how close
Jojo Ramirez sounds like a fucking movie villain.
she and her child were from danger, and how the only thing between her and a creepy man was her front door, which she locked with only seconds to spare.
Oh, it's creepy. You can see him coming up on the right.
Go shower really fast. I need you to go shower. Daniel? Who's that?
Holy shit, what is with this dude's facial hair? It looks like a scar on his face. Is his face fucking stitched?
Who is that? Get out of here!
You look like a goat. Get out of here.
Get out of here! There's a guy outside. Look.
I forgot where my farm was.
What makes this scary is that it shows how most of us in our day-to-day
Richard Ramirez, yeah.
lives fail to
Kinda.
realize how at any moment your life could be put in danger by someone else.
This guy looks like he shaves with a belt sander.
In this case, JoJo had picked up her child and they were just getting home, having a typical mother-son argument of sorts. You can hear her son Daniel complain that he's tired, and JoJo responds, "I need you to shower really fast."
Go shower really fast. I need you to go shower.
A normal moment in which a mother would have her guard down in the assumed safety of her own property. The creepy man at the front door
This is
then tries
fucking
the door
creepy.
handle, alerting JoJo that someone was at the front door, and you can hear her respond in an alarmed voice, "Who is that? Get out of here."
Who is that? Get out of here!
She then exclaims to her son, "There's a guy outside, look."
There's a guy outside. Look.
As JoJo shouts for him to leave, he backs up, but boldly continues firmly standing in front of the door with his haunting blank expression, not saying a word. The man came out of nowhere so quickly that it could be that he was
You
following
can see him
them
coming
for a
up on the
while,
right as they
or
were coming
perhaps
into their
was waiting
house.
for them to return.
Jedi Zilla, hey,
It's
what's up?
anybody's guess what would have happened
to
if
see
the
you
door
back.
wasn't locked in time. But a pretty strong assumption would be the man was after Daniel, JoJo's young son.
Ah, that actually spooked me.
This footage was viewer submitted, and it was taken by their Ring doorbell in a nice, otherwise quiet neighborhood in the Netherlands. The viewer was in bed on an ordinary night when he heard noises on the roof. Thinking it could have been an animal, he ignored it and went to sleep. The next morning, this was the footage he found after seeing the notifications from his Ring doorbell from the night before. In the video are 3, maybe 4 young men trespassing on his property, 2 of them climbing the roof, while the other of the 3 who were visible, whispering to 1 or more people out of view of the camera.
What the fuck are you trying to do? I bet if you went out there and went boo and scared them off, that just one of them would just fall straight off the fucking roof. They think he's hitting stroop waffles up on his roof. He's trying to get it. That guy's hoodie is fucking filthy. Ew. I want to see somebody fall off the roof.
Luckily, this was a cold night, and all the windows in the house were closed, because it was clear they were trying to burglarize the house when scratch marks were
Well, like any night in the Netherlands, dude, it gets like really fucking cold there.
found on 2 of the upstairs windows.
And like
as if someone was
Amsterdam,
attempting to lift them
anywhere in
open.
Holland, really?
Given that there were 3 or 4 of them, they could have posed a serious
picked the
threat if
wrong
they were to
house,
have entered the
fool.
home. After viewing the video, the viewer made sure to keep his windows all locked the following nights, and a few nights later, he woke up to the sound of someone attempting to open a downstairs window, this time not caught by the Ring camera. The footage was submitted to the police in hopes that they could identify them based on their faces. I was asked to blur their faces by the viewer, just so that if any of the perpetrators were to see this video, they wouldn't come back to the house again for any type of revenge. This one is perhaps one of the simpler
But you didn't do that. Like, you could clearly see their faces. Oops.
yet scare your clips caught
I don't
by
know.
a
Maybe if
doorbell
it helped to
camera,
give them
despite how
get
quick it
caught
is.
faster. I don't
Not
fucking
many
know.
details are known, like where this took
Assholes.
place, but this was uploaded by the neighbor of the owner of the Ring camera. In the video, we see in the dead of night a masked, young-looking man approach the front door of a house with a gun in his hand, stand there for only a few seconds, clearly contemplating what he was about to do, then backing out probably in fear and leaving. The owner of the house didn't know who this was, but this was probably a person working up to an armed robbery, possibly having his sights specifically on this house. Of course, without all the details, that's just speculation, and there could be a whole lot of other explanations as to what's going on here.
Hopefully this was the only time this fucker ever did it, because changing his mind probably not only saved his life, but kept his ass out of prison. Nothing is ever worth it when you're doing stupid shit like that. It's fucking stupid as shit. You're always gonna fucking pick that house where the guy is like a Second Amendment nut like me, and that's fucking it. That's fucking... You die in a blaze of stupidity.